This week on Kentucky Afield.
Right here it is, girls. Right here it is, girls.
The state has 3 species of rabbits, and we're hunting 2 of them at the same time. Next. The work Kentucky's biologists do to conserve, protect, and enhance the state's fish and wildlife resources is amazing, and that holds true for waterfowl species as well.
It takes a lot of mallards to band to get to these.
Then, with all this rain, it's been a little tough to get outdoors, but there are some indoor hobbies that can help pass the time. It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Such a pretty fish.
Beautiful.
This pond is plumb loaded with frogs.
They're everywhere in here. Yeah, this is a good fish right here. Really good fish.
Come here, girl.
Yeah, boy. That's a big rabbit.
Nice job. Yes! Yes! My first muskie. Mercy Leo!
Yeah, look here, it's a keeper.
There it goes! Boom!
Oh. Wow, that happened fast.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. First up, let's head to Western Kentucky for our last rabbit hunt of the season.
This is Mary Ann.
How old is she?
She's 4.
4, okay.
Yeah. Mary Ann is Gracie's daughter.
Okay.
Dot is Mary Ann's daughter.
Okay. She's ready, huh?
She don't look it right now, but
She don't look it, but I bet you turn her loose. That's where it goes.
Yeah, she's gonna be ready. We'll get ready to cut them loose. I'm just gonna say a quick prayer real quick to get it started. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for getting everybody here safe. We thank you for being able to get out here and enjoy your great outdoors. Thank you for camaraderie. Watch over us, keep us safe, watch over our hounds. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Let's get her done.
All right. It's funny watching a dog like that, feeling like he's being left out. Well, it's like, looks like we've jumped our first rabbit and got our first rabbit down. Man, I believe that is a swamp rabbit.
That's a good size, yeah, it's swamper.
Yeah, we said we was far enough west.
Come here, girls. Come here, girls.
That's a really good sized rabbit. Look at that.
Come here, girls.
Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, so this little man said he wanted to become a competition champion rabbit hauler. Well, you're gonna get started with a swamp rabbit right off the bat. How about that?
All right.
How's that feel?
That feels like success right there, doesn't it? The dog said, hey, I'm moving on. There's more rabbits than that, fellas.
Don't get down.
That rabbit dragged you down?
He was high stepping just for a second. I don't think they got it.
They got a little ice back out on the range.
Stay that way, because they didn't get it.
There you go. Nice shot.
Stay right there where the dogs will get it. Right here it is. Right here it is, girls. Right here it is, girls. Right here it is, girls. Yeah, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. There it is, there it is, there it is. Yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is. Good girl.
Boy, that was a heck of a chase.
You boys had hit it. Did y'all see it when it come out? I had a gimme because it was crawling.
Oh,
it was hit a little bit.
well, nice shot, Paul. I saw it when you said you right here. I was kind of looking this way, trying to spread out, and I saw it come through. You put a good shot on it.
Good job, girls.
Good job.
Beautiful. Good girls.
Where was he at?
Oh, he come out of there like a rocket. I mean, that rabbit had ears like...
He only touched the ground once between the thicket and about right here.
Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Let's get one more.
I'm telling you, man, it's just like Red Rover. They know where the weak link is. They're gonna run right by Darin all day.
I hear you.
Got one down. I'll tell you what, every rabbit that's been killed has been big rabbits. Did you see that thing? I might need to be tagged and tail checked.
Jeff, you done talked this boy into working. What's your limit?
He said 3 was his limit. Just jumped that one.
New rabbit?
Yeah, she just jumped that rabbit.
Is that a rabbit right there?
I think it's the dog's white.
You sure? Right there, Chad.
Dad?
Did you hear that voice change? I was like, she just jumped that one.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one there. That's pretty good. That's a kangaroo.
You ever seen such a rabbit? Look at that joker. It's a good one there. It was slipping right down the edge of this ditch right here, right on the top side of it. Had to shoot through some pretty thick briars. Now look, right there's where it was dead. Now watch him turn back around.
Let's hope.
What the heck happened?
Crazy
Like,
girl.
oh, you guys are going the wrong way.
Yep.
Right here, right here.
Come here. Hey. Come here, Marianne. Come here, Marianne. Here. There it is,
right
girl.
here.
Good girl.
Right here.
Good girl. Good girl. Come here, Gracie. That's Gracie girl again.
Get ready.
Rabbit's coming at us, boys.
Did you see that?
Have a little trouble, did you?
Oh, man. Did you get it?
Doesn't sound like it's pretty confident. Just boom.
It's a big one. You know, this isn't the type of area that I would expect to be seeing swamp rabbits up here, but it's about all we've jumped.
And it's crazy too, because the dogs ain't really been able to run them, because the couple I've seen, them rabbits are literally just crawling. And then dogs come up on them, they'll take off a little bit.
And man, they've held tight.
You know, we talked about the other day, I'd love to fish. I'd rather fish than eat, but man, this right here, it's hard to beat.
Did you get it? Oh, did you? All right. Right here he is. Right here. Ed, right here. Look at there. That's him. Come here, Ed. There it is, Dottie. Yeah, there it is.
I love listening to these dogs. When they get excited and they start carrying on, and gets me excited.
I enjoy it. I can do it all day, every day, really.
What, we get 6 bunnies?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any cottontails?
I'm curious to see. I think that one I shot might have been a cottontail.
Yeah.
But I think the rest of them may be swampers.
Big ones, look at that.
Right.
It's like, come on now. Don't you share?
Compare that size of that rabbit to that dog there.
If I'd have got a limit, I'd have had to bring a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Get them out of here. Look at them. Come on now. Now let's go get some summer sausage. That's always the best way to end a good rabbit hunt.
I ain't got no complaints. Here we go.
Let's go do that. Today we're here with Ben Robinson with the Wildlife Division. How you doing, Ben?
Doing well, thanks, Chad.
Pittman Robertson. You know, it's a name as an outdoorsman. I've heard that for a long time, but it's something that's actually really important to me as a hunter. Tell me a little bit about the Pittman Robertson.
Absolutely. A quick overview of what Pittman Robertson is. It's a self-imposed excise tax that sportsmen and manufacturers got together back in the 1930s to create what we like to call the user pay, user benefits model of conservation funding. The way it works, it's apportioned out based on a formula: 50% paid license holders, 50% land area. A lot of sportsmen and sportswomen don't realize for every license that's sold, that impacts how much federal money that we get back to the state. For every $1 that we spend here, if it's a federally funded project, 75 cents is federal, 25% or 25 cents is state, so it's a 75-25 match.
So it's a 3-to-1
It's a 3-to-1 match, and that 25% typically comes from, you know, the sale of hunting and fishing licenses.
What if you're a person that uses the wildlife management area, but you don't necessarily hunt on it?
Absolutely.
That wildlife management area, I mean, was purchased with dollars from people who were buying guns and camo and archery and shotgun shells.
Yeah.
So the benefit is huge.
If you look at all of our WMAs across the state, almost every one of those areas are managed using these dollars, whether it's paying staff salaries, purchasing tractors and implements and equipment, seed, herbicide, things like that. And not only land acquisition, but elk restoration, deer restoration, turkeys, river otters, waterfowl management, small game, all of these things are managed using Pittman-Robertson federal dollars. The same model's in place for fishing. You've got the, the Dingell-Johnson Sport Fish Restoration Act that does the same thing.
It doesn't clarify everything with Pittman-Robertson, but it's very important. It's important to you with your job. It's important to me as an outdoors person. And if you're a person that enjoys the outdoors here in the state of Kentucky, we always say buy a license even if you don't hunt. Right. Now you see why. You can take that license and potentially triple it and acquire more property. So thanks for giving us the rundown.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it.
If you're a waterfowl hunter, you've definitely heard of a black duck. But after watching this segment, finding out exactly what they look like may just surprise you.
This is the Sloughs Wildlife Management Area.
It's a little bit over 11,000 acres.
Its main focus is providing habitat for ducks during the winter and early spring. They have an area here where they have a trap.
It's kind of like a big minnow trap is really what it is. Like a minnow can swim in, but it can't swim out. So they're doing the exact same thing. They swim into it, but they can't find the hole to get out of it.
And basically they have a pump that runs water. When it gets really cold, this may be the only place that has open water. And along with that open water, they put out a lot of tasty corn.
Today we're here banding ducks.
We're gonna see a lot of mallards. We have a few widgeon out there. I think I saw a gadwall out there as well. There's a few snow geese out there, and then the most important thing that we're looking for is black duck.
We're gonna run them up this trap, take them back to the shop, put the band on their feet, which gives them their own little social security number.
We're getting ready to get here in this trap here, and we're gonna push the birds down here so they can come up the chute. John's gonna come up here to the left, and he's gonna push these ducks over here to the right, and they're gonna go right up our chute here. Once we get down there, it's gonna go pretty quick. Yeah. It gets pretty chaotic. You get wings into the face and stuff like that, but yeah, you definitely have to take a couple bruises to be in there with them.
On up that hill.
Most any species of duck found in Kentucky can show up in the trap. It's pretty unusual to catch snow geese. For whatever reason, the corn was special this week.
Right here is a black duck. It appears to be a female. This is exactly what we're coming after down here.
The American black duck is the species that we're most interested in, and the reason we do all this banding. Across the nation, black ducks are one of the species that we probably have the most concern about of our hunted species.
It takes a lot of mallards to band to get to these.
We're given a quota of 50 ducks in the state of Kentucky. Last year, we caught almost 10,000 mallards to catch 180 black ducks.
This is our gold trophy. Easy now.
This is my son, Fisher, Buchanan. Like I say, we're just out here to kind of take this in. I mean, he's gonna be a hunter, we hope, one day. Or
take them back to the shop, put the band on their feet.
So with wildlife, it's important for us to have band as many as possible so we get an example. We aren't taking an example from one or two, we're taking from thousands of birds, because it's from the thousands we know what happens to that population.
We just want to give them a little bit of jewelry today.
We'll put a band in the pliers, grab them on the right foot, put the band on.
Banding gives us that tool to understand how long the birds live, where they go, and most importantly, what impact hunting has on that population.
The most important thing that would happen here after today is, after we get these bands on them, is if somebody does in fact harvest one of these birds, that they make sure and call into the banding lab.
It has a number to call in to check the band in, and also the website you can check the band in when the bird's been harvested.
caught a lot of mallards to catch a couple of black ducks. So there are a lot of mallards in this part of the world. There are very few black ducks. In flight, they appear black, and that's where their name comes from. When you have it in hand, it's just a darker color.
Just the opportunity to hold a duck in your hand that's still alive. I mean, I love to duck hunt as well, but I mean, you don't get to hold the live duck in your hand.
The beauty of the ducks, but just seeing the birds in the air around here and watching and listening to the sounds they create, it's a bug that got me, and I've been stuck with it ever since 5 or 6 years old.
Aflac.
Even seeing a little fisher that was here today, his laughing, and it's really neat and kind of brings a smile to my face watching people that don't do this every day.
You know, I got an invite to come down here, you know, with a friend and, you know, be able to experience this and experience it with Fisher. And it's the conservation side, you know, and seeing how much, you know, work they put into the conservation side of it.
We work together really well. That's the biggest thing is we got a team of guys that work very well together.
I couldn't do anything without the guys in the field. And these guys here, they put a ton of time into this. They're out here Saturday morning, Sunday morning, checking traps, keeping bait going, up early to get out here and check on traps to band birds. It's a lot of work.
I mean, yeah, I do love my job. It's very important, just what I get to see, but I know what the future is going to hold, you know, as far as waterfowl goes. I mean, I got a young one, and later in a couple more years, I like to see him out in the field. And what the work that these guys do, that we do, it's going to make sure that they're here for future.
Critically important. We can't manage the species that we hunt without knowledge of the impact of hunting on those species. And so banding gives us that tool to understand how long the birds live, where they go, and most importantly, what impact hunting has on that population.
We're gonna release these back, let them be free.
With all the rain we've had, it's making finding a good fishing hole tough. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna grab a board and go make our own fish. I've been told that this is the place you come for wildlife viewing. Is that true?
Hope so.
I've been told by a good friend of mine that you're involved in woodworking and you like to do woodworking pieces with fish and wildlife.
True.
Your fascination with wildlife, have you been an outdoors person all your life?
Yep.
Yeah.
Used to bow hunt for deer all the time.
Yeah.
And groundhogs.
Yeah.
Don't shoot groundhogs.
And I'm assuming you like to fish.
Oh, yeah.
I see that smallmouth. You must have witnessed a few smallmouth bass in your day to realize this thing looks spot on.
Quite a few of them in Green River.
Yeah. Show me an example of some of this different stuff we've got here. So this is obviously a white-tailed deer.
This is called segmentation, and it's all cut out in little bitty pieces. You raise and lower the pieces to get depth in it, and then whenever you get back away from it, it's like an oil painting or something. It all blends in together.
You can see the depth right here where you got the two legs and the roundness. You get that roundness on it. That's really cool. So this is segmentation.
That's segmentation.
All right, and then you've got another style here. What kind of artwork is this?
Now this is Intarsia.
Intarsia, okay.
And I try to put all the details I can in any of my stuff. I cut all the hair and everything on all of it. Mm. The last thing I ever do to a deer, or anything I do, is got eyes. I do the eyes last. That puts life in them. They come to life when you put eyes on them.
Oh yeah, that's true. The one that really caught my attention was this smallmouth. Tell me what this is.
This is fretwork, and you put your pattern on and you drill holes for all these places that's cut out. You go to the saw and you saw all of those pieces out.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm very interested in seeing how you do this. I'd love to see you go through this process. All right, so show me how you're gonna do this.
What I do is I take and put tape on them like this.
And that's just regular old masking tape, huh?
Regular masking tape. Then I take this here, I use 3M77, and I spray the pattern on the back. And I position them on the thing like I want it.
Wow.
And then I drill holes in this, in each one of these places, I drill holes.
So every spot that you're going to remove,
got a hole in it.
You got to have a hole in it.
Yep. One of the reasons I like doing this is, this is a dying art.
Oh, yeah.
Now you get a computer and you punch in something, the machine cuts it out. That's not woodwork.
Yeah, no. So you went through and put dozens of holes, and this is not even finished. This probably have about 100 holes in it when you're all finished, right?
Yeah.
And the reason you put these holes in here is that you have to have a way to get a saw blade in, right?
Right. This is a scroll saw.
A scroll saw. Look how little that blade is. You said you even used smaller ones than that?
Oh yeah. Put the blade through, push it in there, and tighten it up down here.
It's ready to go, huh?
Ready to go.
Comes. Pops it right out of there, didn't it?
Yep.
So that's how the process works. You keep going until you've got them all removed.
Got them all out.
There's no burning. There's no nothing.
No.
It's just all sawing out,
all
and then
sawed.
you've come through here and you've made this a little darker color, and you've lightened this up, and the fish is actually a different color too, right?
Yep.
Well, I appreciate you letting us come in here and slowing you down a little bit today. I can tell that you probably had 2 or 3 of these done, but I tell you, it really is cool how you get the depth when you kind of move this thing, and how you can see how deep these cuts that you put in.
Well, if you look at that, you instantly know it's smallmouth.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I don't care if you've not caught many fish in your life, you can see that and go, that's a smallmouth. That is really, really cool. Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Here we have 6-year-old Kennedy Crouch with her first deer that was taken in Bath County. Congratulations. Check out this nice buck with an impressive 21-inch inside spread that was taken in velvet by Daniel Caldwell. Congratulations. Here we have Parker Morris with his very first fish ever, a nice sized bluegill that was caught in Georgetown. Nice fish. Check out this impressive 10-point buck taken by Elton Benton. It's his first deer ever, taken during the youth deer hunt season in Jackson County. Congratulations. Here we have 7-year-old Reagan Leach from Davies County with a nice 6-point buck. Her first buck ever. Congratulations. Here's 8-year-old Colton Highfield with his very first buck ever, harvested in Lewis County, Kentucky. Nice deer. Here we have 11-year-old Elizabeth from Mount Sterling, Kentucky with her first deer, and it was a doe. Congratulations. Here we have a bull elk that was taken by John Coons of Stanton, Kentucky. This bull was taken in Perry County. Nice job. Here is 9-year-old Barrett Friedhoff with his very first squirrel ever, taken in Rowland County. Nice job. Check out this super impressive buck taken by Jordan Bezold of Campbell County. Congratulations. Here we have a picture of a really nice 8-point buck taken in Oldham County. The picture was sent in by Derek Young. Congratulations. Here we have a nice 6-point buck taken by 13-year-old Mackenzie Tyree. This buck was taken in Butler County, Kentucky. Nice job. For the past several years, we've had our fishing call-in show in April, but by then, you've missed some of the state's best fishing. So this year, we're moving it back to February the 22nd. So get your questions ready now. Next Saturday night will be our live fishing call-in show. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and hope to see you in the woods or on the water.
Looking for something fun for your child to do this summer? The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife has 3 camps across the state where kids learn outdoor skills, make friends, and have fun.
Look, I caught a fish. Oh.
But we only have a few spots left, so you'd better hurry. Kentucky Conservation Camps, a week that lasts a lifetime. For more information, visit fw.ky.gov and click on Register for Summer Camps.